If you're tired of getting caught picking your nose at the stoplight, then this is the video for you. Or if you're looking for a natural way to provide relief for allergies, sinus congestion, nasal irritation, snoring, colds, and maybe even decrease your risk of getting severe COVID-19, then look no further. Today, we're going to be showing how something as simple as rinsing your nasal passages with salt water can make a huge difference in these conditions. I'll show you a few devices that can help you with it and even give you a recipe so you can do this safely and cheaply at home. Rinsing out our nasal passages with salt water has been something that has been done from the beginning of time. One of the first known devices that was used for this was invented 500 years ago in India that we still use in some form today. We call it an neti pot. For much of history, this has been a common treatment option for respiratory or sinus issues. But with the advent of antibiotics and their use in the treatment of respiratory infections, the focus on nasal irrigation was lost. When we have chronic sinus problems, allergies, snoring, or other problems in nasal passages, it's often due to swelling and buildup of the nasal passages. When these get dry, they get swollen, produce more mucus, get inflamed, and can be more prone to getting infections. So let's talk about the best way to do it. We find that using some sort of pressure irrigation device does best. One of the favorite ones that I recommend is a simple one like this. It's just a bottle that allows you to squirt it up your nose. This one is made by a company called NeilMed. Then there's this one. Obviously there's a bit more to it, but it really gets the job done as well. This is the Navage. Then there are lower pressure devices like the neti pot. If you just get on a place like Amazon, you can see how many different devices there are. Just find something that you think will work for you. The key to an effective as well as more comfortable nasal irrigation is the buffered salt solution. This is a salt mixed with baking soda. Most of the commercial devices also come with and sell separately convenient dosing packs that you can purchase separately. This can make it a little more expensive, and it isn't necessary to buy them because you can make the salt solution on your own. Now, not using the salt solution though will make this a lot less effective as well as a lot more uncomfortable. To make your own solution, all you need to do is take 3 teaspoons of a non-iodized salt like pickling salt and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Mix it together and then use 1 teaspoon of the mixture with 1 cup or 8 ounces of distilled or purified water. It's that simple. Okay, now one of the important parts of this recipe is using purified water source. So either boil some water to be used or to get distilled or purified water. We recommend against using tap water. Now the reason for this comes from a couple of reports of people using impure water that contained a brain-eating amoeba. It got into their brain and ended up killing them. Now this is extremely rare, but nobody likes the thought of a brain-eating amoeba. So just use a purified water source and you won't have to worry about it. Okay, so now that you have your purified water and you have your solution made up, you put in 1 teaspoon into the water, or if you're using commercial products, just take 1 packet and put it in following the manufacturer's instructions. Once you have it in your device, you're good to go. I always recommend finding some alone time in your bathroom to do this, as it isn't the most attractive thing in the world to do. If you're using one of the pressure bottles, you just put it up one side and squirt it up. It's going to come out on the other side of your nose or the back of your throat. Then all you need to do is just alternate sides until the solution is all gone. If you're using something like the Navage, it's a little more clean than the other since it's all self-contained. It's obviously a little more expensive, but it really does get the job done. You just need to decide which one fits your budget and lifestyle. So to use the Navage, all you have to do is just fill up the canister to the water where it tells you. Take one of the salt pods, put it in, and close the top. Now it's ready to go. Agitating a little bit may help that mix a little bit better. Once you have that done, you stick it up your nose to get a nice good seal, and then you just push the water. It takes care of the rest. People always worry about whether it's going to hurt, and the answer is no. By using the salt solution, it keeps the water from causing that burning sensation that you get from the pool or other water that gets up there. So whether you suffer from chronic congestion or allergies, to frequent crusting in the nose that makes you want to pick at it, to snoring, or even a possible protection from respiratory viruses like the common cold, or even COVID-19. Using a saline rinse can be a fantastic and a natural way to be able to provide a lot of relief to those symptoms. It's something that I recommend all the time to my patients and something that may be a help to you. So if you have any of these conditions, make sure you talk to your doctor about whether this is right for you. If you haven't had a chance to watch my video on the recent study showing how you can possibly decrease your risk of hospitalization if you're infected with COVID-19 by doing a saline rinse, I'll put a link right here. So make sure you watch that if you haven't already. For everybody else, we just want to thank you for taking a few minutes of your time to be with us today. We applaud you for taking an interest in your own health. That is the best way to be able to take charge of your life and be more informed so that you can make the best medical decisions for yourself. That's really why we create these videos, so you can take a bigger role in your health. So thanks again for being with us, and we hope to see you in the next video.